Hi, I'm God, and I'm making a video. I'm doing a tarot reading for two tarot readers. There are two tarot readers. There's one who has a channel on YouTube. It's called Chosen 144. The tarot reader, his name is Salvatore, and his wife also has another YouTube channel, which is Light 144, and her name is Monique. So, they are a pair of frauds. They're evil. They don't have good intentions. They are only interested in stealing what doesn't belong to them. They're doing number magic. So if you know the Bible, in the book of Revelation, it talks about the 144,000. Well, the number 44 is magic. Is a magic number because in the tarot deck, number 4 is the Emperor, and 44 is magic for the Emperor's butt. And so the number 144, it's magic to do with the Emperor's butt. My butt. I'm God. And that's why Light 144 is also because the thing is, I was Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, what did he say? He said, I am the light of the world. And Jesus Christ is my past. If you don't understand magic, then, well, maybe this won't make a lot of sense to you. But this is, if people who actually know anything about magic, how magic really works, they should be able to follow what I'm saying. So, yeah. So the thing about Salvatore, well, that's his name, and the thing is, my name is Grant Salvin, and I have a torn sphincter, because of, well, I can blame that on people doing lots of magic and sex magic, and they've been attacking me with all kinds of bad magic, and so, I've had to live my life a particular way. So that's one explanation. So Salvatore, he's very persistent. He's a very persistent energy vampire, and his only interest is stealing what doesn't belong to him. And that's the same for his wife, Monique. Salvatore, every video he puts out, he says, I fucking love you, spirit. I fucking love you, fam. I fucking love you, spirit. Every single video, without failure. He does it every single video that I can remember. Click on any of his videos, he says the same thing at the beginning of every video. So that's pretty much all you really need to know about the guy, to know what kind of spirit he has. Okay, what kind of human being he is. There's nothing, but the thing is, obviously, he doesn't proclaim to be holy or some kind of saint, or he doesn't really give he's not a Bible believer. That's the thing. He doesn't believe in God. He likes to think that everyone's God. So that's the bullshit he wants to sell to people. He's found himself a bunch of people who would all like to believe that they can be God as well, and talk a load of shit while trying to steal what doesn't belong to them. But now that I've said that, and that bit's out of the way, we can do a tarot reading for Salvatore. So let's focus on Salvatore, the tarot reader of the channel Chosen 144. So let's do a tarot reading for Salvatore. Who is Salvatore? What is he? What's his story? Okay, we got the Sun. Page of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Ten of Wands. Well, got a card that flew out there. Got the Chariot and Judgment. So keep going here. What we got? Eight of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Seven of Cups. Four of Pentacles. So let's start there, okay? We've got the Emperor on the bottom of the deck there. So the Sun. So he is married to a woman called Monique. She's a Leo. And Salvatore, her husband, Salvatore, he is a Sagittarius. So, oh, and I should mention they live in Australia, the south of Australia. I think New South Wales, is it? A place called Coronet Bay, something like that. Yeah. So, yeah, Corona. Yeah. See, they've done this Corona magic. Anyways, the Sun, Page of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Ten of Wands, the Chariot, Judgment. So to me, well, that's the thing, because every single video he puts out, he says exactly the same thing. Saying, he says, I fucking love you, fam. I fucking love you, Spirit. And now it matters the words that he's using because he's identifying himself with sex. Specifically, sex. Every single time he makes a video, he is of the fucking Spirit. Okay? And what does that mean? Well, we're talking, well, look, the sun. So this is to do with light and happiness. So, Jesus was crucified on, was crucified on a cross. So if you've read the book of Revelation, okay, so Revelation chapter 11, if you look at verse 8 and verse 9, it talks about how Jesus was crucified, figuratively. So hang on a second. Hang on. I'll give you the exact wording from the NIV. Okay, Revelation 11, verse 8. Their bodies will lie in the public square of the great city, which is figuratively called Sodom and Egypt, where also their Lord was crucified. So sodomy and bondage is associated with the crucifixion of Jesus, and Jesus is the light of the world. So this is why people are obsessed with sex magic. And that's why they're going to be punished for what they've done. So this is talking about the lights and, Page of Pentacles, whether these are adults or young people. Okay? So this is, I'm being told young people. Two of Wands. Well, this is a sex magic card. Okay? The two, and I'm, if someone says I'm going to the toilet to do a number 2, that's a poo. Where are you going to put that stick then? You got these 2 of Wands. This is the 2 of Wands in the Thoth deck is its title is Dominion. And then we got the 10 of Wands, which is, well, if you ever did like this is, this can represent hardcore sex. The Chariot. Well, the Chariot is the bed. It's the place where you ride. Yeah, the chariot, the car, the vehicle, the bed. It's the place where the ride happens. Ride, it means sex. Judgment. Yeah, you see all these dead people waking from their graves. Yeah, they're being judged. Judgment. 8 of Swords. So this is bondage. Yeah, and it's also, 8 is a food word. ATE. 8 is a food word. And the sword is to do with logic and communication. So this can mean talking shit. You're talking a bunch of crap. Salvatore, that's all he ever does. He talks crap all day long. And he's also into BDSM. Yeah? Because he is of the, he is well, every single video he says, I fucking love you, Spirit. So, the kind of spirits he has around him are very evil spirits that are interested in doing depraved things. That's the type of spirit that he represents. So 8 of swords, 8 of pentacles, dedication to craft. So this is what he wants to do, right? So he wants to talk shit, talk crap, do binding magic, and that's his. That's him busy at work, trying to make money, talking crap. Ace of swords, 7 of cups, confusion, illusions. Jesus said, "Lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven." Well, the magic of this card is, this is supposed to depict things in heaven. And so, but this card is interpreted as confusion, illusions, fantasy, multiple choices, and also, because it's fantasy and illusion, it can be it's sexual fantasy as well. And then we got the 4 of Pentacles card, which is holding on. It's being possessive. It's trying to possess and hoard things. And then we got the 6 of Wands. So, that's to do with sex. I mean, the Lover's card in the major arcana is number 6. The wand represents the phallus. The guy's riding a horse. It's a sex magic card. Queen of Cups. So, a woman who does enemas and douching because she likes to be sodomized, right? And, Salvatore doesn't want to get crap all over his wand, yeah? All over his stick. The Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, so, what is the outcome? What is the So the Wheel of Fortune card, most people, they say, oh, look, you're going to be rich. Look at this. You've got the Wheel of Fortune card come out. Well, really what it means is destiny and fate. It's like, okay, so what is the result? What is the result of, where's this going? You spin the wheel. Are you going to land on losing all your money, or are you going to actually win something, or what? What's the outcome of Salvatore and his misbehaviors? So you got the 9 of Cups. So, a 9 of Cups is a guy, he's sitting there by himself. So we've got 9 of Cups. Then we got the Devil. Three of Cups. Page of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. Take these. 8 of Wands. 7 of Swords. Ace of Wands. Death. Okay, I'll take these as well. We've got 6 of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. Page of Swords. 10 of Cups. 10 of Swords. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, what's that mean then? So let's go back here. So Judgment, 8 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, 7 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Cups, the Devil, 3 of Cups, Page of Wands, so 3 of Cups, Page of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 7 of Swords, Ace of Wands, Death, 6 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Page of Swords, 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. So after the Wheel of Fortune card, we got Destiny, Fate, 9 of Cups. So there's some guy on his own, the Devil, 3 of Cups. So this is something to do with friends. 3 of Cups, or some celebration or something. Page of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 7 of Swords, Ace of Wands, Death, 6 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Page of Swords, 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. Well, how do I read this? So 9 of Cups, the Devil. So Salvatore is evil. Friends, there's this friends group, Page of Wands. So they're basically, yeah, Page of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. So is this losing money? Losing money, financial hardship, moving quickly towards, yeah, 8 of Wands. See that is, people describe this as, moving fast, but 8 is food, and Wands, this is a sex magic card, because if I eat something, it goes, if someone eats, it goes in their mouth and it comes out of their ass, right? So 8 of Wands means oral and anal sex. And 7 of Swords means sneaky, deception, futility, doing something you're not supposed to be doing, a thief. Ace of Wands. Well, Ace of Wands, and then you got the Death card here. So, there's anal. It could be, that's you're wanting something. This is your will, or it's anal sex. And there's death magic, because that's what anal sex is. It's death magic. That's what it is. because the crucifixion of Jesus Christ is associated with Sodom and Egypt. Okay? Jesus died on the crucifix and it's associated with Sodom and Egypt. Six of Pentacles, so sharing. And then there's the Hanged Man, which is me. I also, this is the number of my house where I live. But yeah, I don't know, Six of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Page of Swords, 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, so the Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Cups, the Devil, 3 of Cups, Page of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 7 of Swords, Ace of Wands, Death. So I think, yeah, so the Wheel of Fortune is Salvatore, the Devil, with, you know, these, and the Page of Wands, Friends group, the 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 7 of Swords, Ace of Wands, Death. So there's supposed to be some sort of death. Six of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Page of Swords, 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords. So apparently, the way I read this is that Salvatore will change his mind about me and be like, actually, you know what? Your Page of Swords, your Facebook page, all the stuff you're posting, you're just exposing the truth. That's how I read that. But you know, obviously there's supposed to be some sort of death first, where whatever that is. So let me grab some other cards for Salvatore. Oracle of the Radiant Sun. So that's interesting because the very first card that came out here was the Sun card, yeah? So we got Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Yeah, let me just get a bit of nicotine. So, Salvatore from the channel. I mean, this is the other thing as well, because like I've explained, I have a torn ass. And so Salvatore is basically, well, that could be a name for my ass. I mean, that's basically what it means, right? Because my name is, my surname is Salvin, S-A-L-V-I-N. And I don't have a middle name. This is the thing. I don't have a middle name. Most people have a middle name. I don't. But anyways, let's do a reading for Salvatore, the tarot reader from Australia, who has a channel called Chosen 144. Salvatore. Okay, we got impulsiveness. Okay, we got eccentricity, convention, flattery, Generosity. Egotism. Restlessness. These are quite difficult cards for me to read. But yeah, let's keep going with this. Enthusiasm. Inspiration. Protection. Speculation. Status. Resourcefulness. Fulfillment. Loss. Resistance. Submission. Detachment. So there was on the bottom of the deck, there's empathy. So, you know, that's an interesting word. Salvatore, you use a word, empath. Well, what is an empath? An M looks like an arse, doesn't it? So my rectum, is that not an empath? Yeah, it's exactly what it is, isn't it? Empath is just another word for arsehole. It's code word for arsehole. It's magic. In magic, it's the same as saying asshole. Okay, so we got impulsiveness. Well, you're an impulsive person. Eccentric, eccentricity. So a show off, impulsive, show off, convention. So I'm not really sure about this convention card. Here, hang on a minute. What does it say here? So Venus in Capricorn. Where are you? Venus in Capricorn. a marriage or affair with a great age difference, a relationship with a famous or important person, a new friend of some influence. When this card is chosen, it often indicates a romantic liaison with someone much older or younger. Okay, so something like that. And then we got flattery. Well, there's Venus and Gemini, the two-faced, flattery, and then there's this generosity card. Generosity, Saturn in Leo. Well, you have sex with a Leo. Your wife is a Leo. And you're doing the Emperor butt magic, Two-Face. Generosity. I mean, I gave her £500. So this is generosity, and then there's this egotism. Mars in Leo. Restlessness. Enthusiasm. Inspiration. Yeah, okay. Protection. So you're obsessed with doing magic. Protection, magic. Speculation. Yeah, speculation. Status. Resourcefulness. Fulfillment. Loss. Prevention. Oh no, resistance. Loss. So fulfillment, loss, resistance, submission, detachment. So, what's with the resistance, submission, and detachment? Well, I'm God, and you want nothing to do with God. Except you want to, you do want to have something to do with God, because you're using number magic and you're pretending to be my butt. Like I've already explained, it's butt magic that you're doing. Butt magic, sex magic, binding magic, talking all kinds of crap, illusions. So put that to one side. Let's get some Kipper cards then. Okay, we get some Kipper cards. Am I done with this? Okay, so let's get some Kipper cards for Salvatore. Okay. Change. Mature man. imprisonment, main male, great fortune. So to me, Salvatore, this seems like, it's saying change. And then we got the mature man. Well, you're older than me, Salvatore. I'm fairly certain of that. I'm 38 years old. I mean, I assume you're in your 40s. There's this imprisonment. And the thing is, because you keep talking all this crap, Eight of Swords magic against me, you're creating all these illusions, and you're keeping me trapped with all this magic. Yeah, I'm the main male with this great fortune. So, yeah. I mean, the thing is, all you do is you keep talking crap about me and keep attacking me with spell work, well, it's only going to end badly. So, you have to make your decision about that. If you want to change your ways or not. Do I need any more cards for this? Or should I do, you want me to keep doing this? Okay. Get some more Kipper cards. Okay, I've got two here. Bad health and thoughts. Bad health. Well, my health isn't exactly great. So this is the thing. I've got a world of people who want to keep me imprisoned, make it impossible for me to live my life. It's incredibly stressful. I don't particularly want to be alive. And so, I'm just taking it one day at a time. I don't need to say any more than that. I don't really want to say more than that. We got false person on the bottom. Do I need more cards from that? Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, and then we got, hang on. Pathway. I've got to go get my deliveries arrived. I've got a delivery arriving in a second. Journey. Yeah, pathway journey. Yeah, I didn't need to be told that, but I'll be back. Hang on a sec. Wait. Okay, I'm back. I had a Just Eat delivery from the co-op. Yeah, got me some energy drinks and some food and some water and some tobacco. I do like my tobacco. Costs a lot of money in this country. £61 I pay for 50 grams of tobacco. A lot of money. Anyways, I don't know what this, it said, so main male, great fortune, bad health, thoughts, pathway, and journey. Well, I could maybe go, do you want me to keep going with this? Okay. There we go. Pardon. Okay, and we got wealthy man. Distant horizons. Privileged lady. Courthouse. Sudden wealth. And lovers. So, false person on the bottom again. Strange that. I've noticed that twice. Weird. Anyways, so yeah, journey, wealthy man, distant horizons, privileged lady, courthouse, sudden wealth, and lovers. So the thing is, I'm God. I've come back. I'm looking for my bride. And money. I'm God. I should be rolling around in money. I should have loads and loads and loads of money. I should be living in a palace, and I should have plenty of women around me as well. Because, well, there's a lot of reasons for that. If you can't figure that out, well, have a good long think about that one. The fact is that there's going to be a lot of women who are, well, a lot of people are in a lot of trouble. They don't have a relationship with God. Then why would God say, "Hey, you want to come to heaven?" When they don't have a relationship with God. In fact, it's the opposite of it's there's hatred and there's theft and betrayal and backstabbing. Why would God want to say, "Hey, you know what? You want to come live with me?" It doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? So obviously, things will go a certain way. Yeah. So, hang on. Okay. So, I've done a reading for Salvatore from Chosen 144. Now let's do a reading for Monique. Okay. So, which deck do we want to start off with? Tarot? Tarot. Okay. So let's do a reading for Monique, who has the YouTube channel Light144, who is the wife of Salvatore. You see, the thing is as well, should I point that out? Well, this is the thing. You know how when people get married, often the woman, she gets the engagement ring and there's the wedding ring. Well, the ring is it's the butt ring. It's my butt ring. That's the thing. So there's this sex magic that is being used, okay? And Salvatore is another way of saying Grant Sullivan has a torn anus. It's a magic way of saying Grant Sullivan's torn ass. Salvatore. But anyways, let's do a reading for Monique. King of Cups. Oh, that's a very strange card. Wasn't expecting to see that. The Wheel of Fortune. X. So King of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. And then we got the Moon, which just fell out of the deck. Excuse me. Right, let's try get some more cards here. Got 2. 7 of Swords. Ace of Swords. Nine of Swords. Okay, take these. Right, so Empress, Ace of Wands, 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups. Come on, keep getting some more cards. 4 of Swords, Page of Pentacles. 9 of Cups. The World. The Magician. The High Priestess. 7 of Cups. The Chariot. Fine, I'll take them then. 2 of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. 9 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, let's see those all. 8 of Wands. 5 of Swords. Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so what the hell does this mean then? King of Cups. Well, who's that talking about? Me? Well, apparently, Monique, you belong... Well, apparently this is me. I asked about you, Monique, and this is talking about me. This is what Archangel Michael is telling me. The Wheel of Fortune, is that saying that she is my ex? So, or, okay, so Wheel of Fortune, the Moon, 7 of Swords. Well, the Moon and the 7 of Swords either means you're a butt that is being kidnapped or something, or you know you're a stolen butt, or you're creating these illusions. The moon is false. It's not. But see, the moon doesn't emit light. It simply reflects the light of the sun. It's about illusions. And the 7 of Swords is being sneaky and deceptive and a thief. Ace of Swords. 9 of Swords, so cruelty. The Empress. Ace of Wands, so that could be sodomy, perhaps. Three of Swords, so, or Ace of Wands. You know, what you want is heartbreaking. You're a heartbreaker. You want to break. So there's the Three of Swords and Five of Cups. Four of Swords. So, you know, that's lying or lying down. So you're doing sex. That's the thing, right? Because you're doing sex magic and you're a liar. Page of Pentacles. So here's Page of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. The World. The Magician. So that's the thing, right? Because you see how that's in the sky? The world, it's this ring in the sky. That is supposed to depict my ass. And because you're doing this 144 magic, what you're identifying yourself with this ring, this hole, my hole. You know, Salvatore. 144. 4 is 2 4s. The 2 of the Emperor. The Emperor is number 4. And also, I mean, that's the thing, because if you turn in the Roman numerals for 4 is IV. If you turn that backwards, you get VI, which is the lovers or the fuckers. Yeah? The Magician. So the World, the Magician, right? That's what the High Priestess. You know, that she's the number 2. Yeah? A piece of shit. Okay? 7 of Cups. So that's to do with illusions, fantasy, daydreaming, nonsense, talking a load of crap. Fantasy. Sexual fantasy. And here's the Chariot. Well, that's where the ride takes place. Yeah? Sex. So there's the Chariot. There's this 2 of Swords. It's about blocking. This is about blocking. This is this woman. She's blindfolded. She's got her arms in an X shape. She's got her back turned to the sea. So there's this Chariot and there's this 2 of Swords and it's 10 of Pentacles. So there's this. And then there's the King of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. 9 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. 8 of Wands. 5 of Swords. Well, this is the thing, like I said, I have a torn sphincter, right? 8 of Wands is a sex magic card. You know, it can mean sodomy or oral sex. Ace of Pentacles is just saying arsehole. 5 of Swords, well, Taurus is number 5, right? The Hierophant, Taurus. Yeah, sore ass. So Salvatore and Monique, you're responsible for doing very nasty magic against me. And, you know, you really up in my business. That's the thing. You're using all this magic to say, oh, we're God's torn arsehole. Yeah, his arsehole, which doesn't work very well. We're his asshole. That's what we are. We're the light of the world. Look at us. We're manifesting all this stuff. We're raising our frequency. Blah, blah, blah. And you put out all these videos of you being in the Maldives. You know, my dead mum. So this is the house that I'm living in. It came from my dead mum. Her name's Fiona. She had an obsession with the Maldives. She went on holiday to the Maldives several times. I couldn't tell you how many times. It seemed almost every year or every other year she was going to the Maldives. Ever since the first time I remember her going to the Maldives was when I was a young boy, when I was probably about 12 years old. And that's about the time when she first went, and she's been there at least way more than 5 times. It's been probably like 7 or 8 times or something like that. I couldn't even tell you how many times. She never took me though, ever. It's too expensive to take me. She obviously think I did. She obviously thought I didn't deserve to go to the Maldives. Yeah. So yeah, and I've actually got downstairs. I've got a bag full of all her fridge magnets. She had at least, she had at least 10 different fridge magnets that she had from the Maldives. And I took them all off the fridge and put them in a carrier bag. Yeah. Okay. So what else? Let's get some cards for Monique. Okay? Monique from Light 144, the tarot reader. Monique. Oracle. So Oracle of the Radiant Sun. We got romance. And we got impulsiveness. Affair. Caution. Charity. Well, because I gave you £500, didn't I? And I've been trying to get you to stop what you're doing. So we got romance, impulsiveness, affair, caution, charity. Friendship. Manipulation. What? Wait, hang on. Oh, fucker. Hang on a sec. Sorry, I had a few cards the wrong way around there. Right, so after the manipulation card. Right, give me another card. Okay. Isolation. Authority. Organization. Decision. Empathy on the bottom again. Strange that, isn't it? That was the same exact card that was on the bottom that happened with the Kipper deck. Was it the Kipper deck? Yeah, there was the false person on the bottom. Saw that twice. And then we've seen empathy on the bottom twice again. How bizarre. How are things down under, by the way? false persons and empaths, huh? You know, that's what you are, right? You live down under. You know, that is another way, you know, people, you know, where would you say hell? You know, most people depict as hell as being down under the ground. And, you know, the land of Oz, you know, Oz, it's a but, you know, it's a magic place. And that's why, you know, you two were down there. You're doing butt magic against me, God. A God you don't even believe in. You have no belief in. Yet you're happy to steal and use that number and try to manifest whatever you like. While saying that, oh, I fucking love you, spirit. You know, the kind you have, you know, I don't know what kind of demons you got around you. Probably, you know, pedophiles and rapists and murderers and all sorts of nasty, shitty demons. Yeah, probably. Okay, so Monique, romance, impulsiveness. So you make impulsive decisions when it comes to romance. Affair. So, you know, this is the thing. I was listening to there's a YouTube channel called Alchemy in You. And, you know, she mentioned something about cheating or an affair. And you know, so is there between you and Salvatore, there seems to be, it sounds like there must be some kind of cheating going on. What that is, I don't know. Or maybe it's, you know, you sleep with other people or something like that as well. I don't know. So here we got caution, charity, friendship, manipulation. Wait, hang on a sec. Oh, no. Hang on. Yeah, okay, so yeah. Charity. So caution, charity, friendship, manipulation, isolation, authority, organization, decision. Caution, charity, friendship, manipulation, isolation, authority, organization, decision. Well, when that happened, when I sent you that £500, it was suggested to me to do that. Archangel Michael told me to send that. You know, every time I've paid 500, I paid £500 to other readers as well. There's a list of it on my Facebook page. I showed a picture of it. It's in my photos. And, you know, I was told to send those. I've been trying to make it, you know, I've been trying to get in contact with people. I've been trying to get people to listen to me and take notice of me. I mean, you know, people talk shit about me all day long, but, you know, trying to get anyone to actually have a conversation or actually have a look at what's really going on, you know, it's been very hard. But hey, now I've got lots of people paying attention to me, it seems. Or people who are, you know, tarot readers are paying attention to me, which is what I wanted. So we got after the caution cards, we got the charity and the friendship. So, you know, I was trying to well, you know, there was all this magic going back and forth between me and you and Salvatore. And to be quite honest, I really didn't know what it was. I couldn't understand. I was trying to understand what you were doing and what angle you were approaching things from. Um, so I was confused by all your ramblings. I really couldn't make sense of what you were on about, and so I didn't really know what you were trying to do. And so I was testing the waters, basically. I was just seeing what was what. Um, Charity, friendship, manipulation, isolation, authority, organization, decision. So, yeah, I don't, what's that trying to say? Well, I feel like, you're people who attack me with magic and you're trying to keep me stuck and isolated. And of course, I'll have to fight that. I have to do what I have to do. I'm not going to simply allow you to imprison me so you can steal what belongs to me and watch me drop dead. I'm not going to go about it. I'm not going to I'm not going to go quietly. So now, what else can I do here? Let's do one more tarot reading for both of them. Okay, so let's do a reading for both, a tarot reading for Salvatore and Monique. What is the advice? I dropped the frickin' cards. Right, we've got, should I keep these cards? High Priestess, Ace of Cups. The Fool. Three of Swords. Four of Swords. Four Cups. Eight of Swords. The Star. The World. Ace of Swords. Seven of Cups. Two of Wands. The Emperor. We've got Five of Cups on the bottom. I'll tell you, we've got another card. Page of Wands. Two of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Five of Cups. And the Hanged Man on the bottom. So, what is this talking about? So the High Priestess, Ace of Cups, the Fool. So I asked, what's the advice? And it says High Priestess, Ace of Cups. So new feelings, right? The Fool, Three of Swords, Four of Swords, Four of Cups, Eight of Swords, the Star, the World, Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups, Two of Wands, the Emperor, Page of Wands, Two of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Cups. So to me, this is saying, Monique, change your ways. Stop being a fool. Stop trying to break God's heart with whatever it is you're lying or your sex magic. Yeah, being a Four of Cups, self-serving disinterest. This is the thing, right? Because I'm the Emperor. Yeah, this is the fourth cup, the cup that comes out of the cloud. And it's like, hey, I'm giving you a cup. And you're like, I don't care. I'm not interested. Yeah, self-serving disinterest. It's like, God, I don't want your water. Fuck off. There's the Eight of Swords, talking shit, and bondage magic, binding magic, the Star, the World, right? So are you of God or are you of the world? Do you know what I'm saying? The Star, and obviously, light, 144. Like I said, the Emperor, 44 is his butt, right? So you're doing this magic, butt magic. Ace of Swords, which, it could be to do with thought and logic, or it could just mean a sore arse. Or maybe someone shoved a knife up your arse. Yeah? Or a sword up your arse. Do you know what I'm saying? Ace of Swords. And then we got the Seven of Cups. So the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Cups. Well, like I said, this, Jesus said, lay up for yourself, lay up your treasures in heaven. Yeah. So this card is all about trying to steal what's in heaven. That's the magic of this card. It's fantasy, it's illusion, it's daydreaming, it's multiple choices, it's sexual fantasy. Ace of Swords, so confusion, illusion, sexual fantasy, and then we got the Two of Wands. So that's to do with sex magic, okay? Because that's, where does the number 2 come out of? All right, let's stick a stick in there. Yeah, Two of Wands, Dominion. Yeah, the Emperor. And then the Page of Wands, Two of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Cups. So Monique and Salvatore, you're a pair of Page of Wands, Two of Swords, your work is this. It's basically, it's all about trying to ruin my life, make me miserable. That's all it is. Is that it? So yeah, I mean, this is the advice. That's, the cards are what they are. I've explained them to the best of my ability. It seems to me like you're being given a warning, and hopefully you can figure it out for yourself. If Hopefully it will make a difference and you'll actually learn something. Um, if not, I'll be making another video in the future. Okay, I will have to make another video. I'll do another reading for you, both of you, at some later point. So I will upload this and post this to YouTube and Facebook, and you can have a watch. And I'll carry on doing what I do until I get what I deserve. Justice. Okay.